How's it going, everybody? Throwing up a video here today. This is something I've done in the past a million times. I'm not much of a collector like people on YouTube. I just don't. It's hard for me to. I can't get satisfied. When I collect games, I have to be collecting stuff I'm going to play, or have played in the past and want to play again. It's hard for me. Like every time, like when I first started on YouTube, which is a while ago now. Jeez. I got a little itch. You see the YouTube videos. I start buying games, and I was looking at them like, this is useless. I don't want to throw in that much money at these things if I'm not going to be able to play them consistently. If I don't have the time to do it or whatever, I don't want them to sit around. I just can't. That's just me. Other people want to get the big collections. It just never appealed to me. But what does appeal to me is collecting for a specific system. Right now I've got the Wii U collection going, but I consider that a little different because it's a newer console, so I'm buying games to play and to have. But I mean, from an older system standpoint, and there's three systems that give me the most nostalgia when I play them. It's the Super Nintendo, the N64, and the original Xbox. Surprisingly, I don't want to say surprisingly, it's a really good system. And the original Xbox, I'm almost 14 years old now, and which is crazy to think about. I remember when I got mine. I got mine in March 2002, and I sold it in April 2005 I traded it in to get a GameCube, another GameCube. I was so bad that generation with the PS2, the Xbox, and the Cube. And the Xbox lasted the longest. I had a PS2, turned around and sold it. Cube, turned around and sold it. This one, the Xbox held strong for 3 years. And then I finally, moved it because I wanted a GameCube, and eventually I got the 360. But I had so much fun with the original Xbox. Their exclusive games were excellent, and the multi-platform games, I played on there as well. A lot of them looked better. The Xbox had the most power of the three, but it was never overwhelming. But I have so much fun with it that I was like, you know what? I finally got my Xbox that I've had for a while. It's obviously not my original. Working again. I tinkered with it a little bit, and it works pretty much most of the time. Part of the reason I stopped when I had that little one budding last year is because it fucking crapped out. I couldn't get it to work for a while. I tinkered with it, got it to work, and I want to collect these games. The thing is, I need to get games that are not really that scratched up because the system will not play them. It will say it's unreadable. It does it with some of the newer discs too, and eventually it will work. But it's a system I love. The games are fairly cheap. Most of them are. There are some expensive ones, but not that many. And I'm talking expensive. I'm not talking $14, $15 games, which really isn't that much. I guess you feel like a game's so old you should get it for $2, but $15 isn't that bad of a price if you're getting the game in complete condition and the disc is in solid shape. But that's the system I want to go for, and right now I got 7, and 3 of these are ones I had from last year, and the other 4 I've gotten literally in the last 3 days. I just wanted to quickly go, through it, and another part of the reason is I think it's funny is that SNEStastic Pete, well, he's getting his Xbox collection going again too. I've seen a couple of collection videos of him, but every time he talks about the Xbox, and he obviously really likes the system, it gives me that itch, and it reminds me how much I enjoyed it as well. And it's a good system to collect for. There's games I haven't played at all, games I played and want to play again, and games I didn't fully complete back then that I want to finish. I'm going to have to play through them to the beginning, obviously, but I want to go through and finish them this time. I'm not going to go nuts and collect a bunch of games that I have no interest in, because I just don't want to do that. I want games I know I'm going to play. But I got 7 here so far. This first one I got last night with 3. They're not in any order. And this is one I enjoyed so much back when I had the system. It was one of the first games I had for the Xbox, actually. And it's Blood Omen 2. Legacy of Kain. I love this one. I loved Soul Reavers. I never played the original on PlayStation, and I really like Defiance, which I want to get as well. This one's great. You're Kain in this one. You're fighting. You wake up after 200 years or something. You're fighting the Sarafan Lords and the Hilden, I think they're called, are in this. It's hard to remember a lot of it, but you get all cool vampire powers and stuff like that. This game is in excellent shape. I got this and 2 other games last night from a local game store that used to be in my town, but it moved a few towns up, but it's only 15 minutes away. And it's cool to get these at pretty good prices as well. It's always cool to just be able to go. I don't mind getting stuff offline, but I'd like just immediately to have it, and I'm able to see that it's in good shape. All 3 of the discs I got are in great shape. They're very good at this place. They check and make sure everything's good, discs look good and stuff. But Blood Omen 2 is the first one. Excellent game. Play this one if you haven't played it. This is one that actually SNEStastic it was raving about in a few of the videos I saw. You know, when his original Xbox, well, one of his original Xbox collections back in the day, and then another one. And then I watched his gameplay of it, and it's black. This was only $3 on that with free shipping on eBay. I picked it up. I played the first mission. It is really cool. It's just fun, man. And it's only the first mission in kind of a tutorial mission. It's really fun. It really is like straight action. It's fun. It just like the bullets and everything sounds great, and it really is cool. It's in excellent shape too. Another great looking disc. Can't wait to keep playing this one, but it's definitely fun. This is one I never played back in the day. Third one here was a launch title. I'm pretty sure it was a launch title. Bloodwake. This is one of the ones I had last year. I got at that same video game store when it was still in the town I'm in. Bloodwake's a pretty fun game, actually. It's a boat game. You know, you ride around blowing people up, blowing other boats up, blowing up like little forts and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And this save is still on that Xbox, which is cool because I did a decent amount of missions. Xbox exclusive. It's funny, they don't really put this anymore. I don't think they do, at least, on the things. Like GameCube would put only on GameCube, or whatever it would say, only for GameCube in the corner here. And this one at Xbox. PS2 didn't need to do that because PS2 just dominated that generation, and they had like 500 exclusives probably. But Bloodwake's pretty good game. Fourth one is one I actually just opened the other day. I gotten this one for $4 new off eBay last year. It's Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. I haven't played it yet, but I played Kingdom Under Fire Crusaders, which I'd like to get. That one's slightly pricey, about 10 to 15. But the Crusaders was great. So this one I heard is much of the same, which would be cool. It's like a strategy game. It's similar to Dynasty Warriors, I guess, but there's a little more strategy in this. You gotta plan out stuff beforehand and stuff, and then you go in with one of the main characters and you start busting people up. There's like a bunch of people on screen and stuff. And it has like this sick, I'm pretty sure it's like Korean metal music in the background, which is great. This is another one I got from that game store last night that I've never played. And it's Fable. Surprisingly, I've never played this. Funny story about this, when this came out in 2004, I was considering this and a game Sudeki, which I liked, Sudeki, but I'm sure it's not as good as this. And I put the reserve down on Sudeki and never ended up playing this. I've played 2 and 3 and loved them a lot, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one as well. Whoops. It's another truck. But I will probably enjoy this a lot, and I've never played it. It was only $5, so that's cool. It's Fable. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this fucking game. Dead to Rights. This is another one I've had. I remember when I got this when it came out. Back in the day, it was so fun. Originally it was an Xbox exclusive, and then it came to PS2 and GameCube. This one is the best version. I've played some of the GameCube one. They dumbed down the difficulty a little bit on the other two consoles, because this game is pretty hard. This game fucking throws enemies at you almost like no other game I've ever seen. Like, enemies just keep, like every level you're in, like they just keep coming, you know, and finally it's finished. But a lot of unique boss battles in this one. Anybody who's played it knows what I'm talking about. I like this one more than the Max Payne games. I played a little bit of 2. I wasn't into that one as much. And actually the one on the PS3, Retribution I think it was called, the one that was on the PS3 and Xbox 360, was actually pretty cool. Wasn't great, but it's a solid little game. But this game is phenomenal. And this is a dirt cheap game. And the last one is one that I never completed back in the day. It was $4 from that same game store, and it's a 007, Everything or Nothing. I never beat this one. This is the first one, I believe. That was in third person. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I know like From Russia with Love was, and a few of the ones like Bloodstone was on the PS3 and stuff. But I never beat this one. I got far in it and really enjoyed it. I was enjoying it a lot, and I just stopped playing it for whatever reason and sold it. So I'd like to finish this one this time. This one's got Pierce Brosnan does a voice in this one. Judi Dench. It's got the people right back here actually. Shannon Elizabeth. Richard Kiel, I guess he's doing Jaws. He might pop up at some point. John Cleese, who took over as Q. Heidi Klum. So you got celebrities doing the voices here. But it's good to have, Pierce Brosnan as Bond back when he was Bond, but this is not based off a movie. But yeah, those are the 7 games here that I got. I ordered another one today that will probably be here next week off of Glide. They had good prices on Glide. I mean, compared to eBay, and even that game store, which has pretty good prices, the Glide price was better, so I picked it up off there. But yeah, I want to get this to maybe 30 or 40. It depends how high I go after that. I don't want to really pile up a bunch at once because I'd like to try to go through the games that I have and then move from there. But yeah, I just wanted to show the start of my collection and talk about my enjoyment of the original Xbox. And thanks everybody for checking it out, and have a good day.